company is Black Series Edition LLC. We're doing a demonstration about 9 inches from the screen on a Sony 720p projector, 3000 lumens. We have a display where we have our Eclipse Slate. Over top we have a white surface, and then we have the gray wall underneath my screen with the white surface next to it. I said this before many times in demonstrations that a gray screen really doesn't show much of a difference when it comes to a white surface. Just a little bit of a hiccup. That's basically about it. Sorry about that. So I'm nursing the cold. But as I said before, that if you have an ultra short throw projector, it is completely pointless to put this on a gray or white screen due to the fact they do not register or see color. All right, so let's begin. Slow color change out. As a matter of fact, before we go there, let's go here first. I want to show white levels, because this is the part where people make the biggest mistake when it comes to projection screen paints. There is a tone to a white level that has to pick up on a proper screen. People think it has to be bright white. No. If your screen is pulling a very high white level, that means it's going to have an extremely difficult time registering color and contrast. So let's show you. And there you go. Because again, you don't have contrast. You have to have a certain blend of contrast, and you have to have a certain blend of white levels. If your white levels are too high, you can't see color or contrast. And that's why we do the demonstration with the black paint versus our product, because then you can actually see that our colors come up, our white levels come up high, but not as dark as black paint. All right, let's begin. Slow color change out. Slow color change out. So the biggest mistake we see in screen paints, they think because you have a really high white level. No, that's the reason why you're stuck in the dark. This is the reason why you have to calibrate. This is the reason why you go through all these problems, because you're picking, your white levels are way too high.
Bring on long days. Sweltering heat.
There's our slow color change out. Now, as I said before, my walls we have in here are an interesting tone. They do match a lot of the gray screen paints I've seen on the market. If anyone feels that I'm making a false statement, shoot me an email and I will go buy your product and put your product on the gray wall, if you have that much confidence in your product. Other than that, I haven't received any emails yet. I don't think anybody wants to match everyday house paint. So as you see in the swap out, that the gray wall is picking up nothing, and the white sheet of paper, the white surface, is matching the gray wall. Like so. This is why our technology is the best for ultra short throw applications. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Doesn't see color at all. Gray screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is gonna be embarrassing. You have a black screen that can see gray better than the gray screen itself. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Contrast test demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Go down, use a partner that always puts you.
And if you're thinking that I should have a 4K or more expensive model projector, then that means that you're already told yourself that you have to spend more money to fix the problem. When we're doing this at 720p at $300. Well, $200 gonna have some colors on this.
Panini flavors are getting even bolder, like buffalo chicken paired with creamy mac and cheese.
So pretty simple and plain. From all the tests we've done on different forms of projectors, which I got to do another one in a few minutes on a $37 projector I paid for, that without our technology, your projectors don't work. We literally just hit this screen with just about everything we had. And again, like I said, no one's matching our demonstration, so it clearly says that without our technology, your projectors don't function correctly. Especially if you got a white screen, you're definitely getting nothing. I mean, literally nothing. $12K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Could we go there? Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Gray screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
How do you have a black screen that can see gray better than gray? You can pick up better than gunmetal. Look at this, it don't even register gray. Of course you can't see, you gotta have a contrast to pick up gray. You gotta literally have black levels to pick gray. That means if our screen picks up gray better than an actual gray screen, that means gray screen can't even see eighths. It doesn't have enough contrast to pick up gray. That's pretty bad. That wall at the bottom, can't see it. And that wall at the bottom is gray. Sky blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Pink screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Which one am I going to go with? Take that one. Take this one. turquoise screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me take the whole row. Same color pretty much. So if your screen, this is why when we do a demonstration and we have certified screens laying on the screen, the first thing we request is a white screen. We can tell by looking at the white screen where if you can see contrast or color. If you're picking up too bright, then we automatically know at the end of the day you can't see either one. That's why I always request a white screen. The problem with people who develop screen paints, they literally think that you have to have a really high white level to see color. No, you got it completely mixed up. There's a certain tone that has to pick up. That's why we can take black paint, black fabric, whatever, and stick that against the screen. The screen would generate a higher white level than that surface, but also to maintain its contrast and color against a white screen, because it can do both at the same time. And that's what they miss. So they take these light gray screen paints and they say, hey, look at the colors are so washed out. It's not even funny. It can't see the black levels, and the black levels are needed to generate color. That's why when the guy said in OLED, he said it perfectly clear. I couldn't say it any better myself. He said, in the black, you see true color. He literally nailed it when he said it. If you can't see contrast, you can't see color. And that's why I said, if you have a 4K projector, if you have a 1080p projector, these projectors usually have high contrast capabilities equipped to them, you should never use it on a gray or white screen. It doesn't register.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on a shelf like a porcelain doll.
This is the blue of colors that are going to pop up. And this is why you're told to calibrate in any demonstration. So when using a light gray product or a screen paint product that's really light gray, or even mid gray, or a white screen, and they tell you you have to calibrate. If their projector's calibrated, that's because the screen is having an extremely difficult time registering color. If they're in ambient light controlled environments, that means that the screen can't register in a fully lit environment because the screen is going to wash out. It can't capture and it can't absorb light. I swear I got to do a parody on one of these freaking demonstrations. Just do a room with one light in the center. No, just get it. I'm gonna do a freaking what do you call those things? A night light. Look at all this light coming from here. This room is completely lit. Yeah, right. You can't see. It doesn't pick up. This is what we've been telling you for years. And now I'm just telling you, without our technology, your projectors don't work. I've seen the demonstrations. I've been on YouTube. I've watched the reviews. Every single one of those demonstrations sit in a dark environment. And the colors are so washed out, it's not even funny. Oh, one more light. There you go. Knock yourself out, Chief. Oh, by the way, if you're interested about the screen paint we're using, this is called Eclipse Slate. This is part of our collection line. All the other products we design will go the exact same test, the same demonstrations. We're past testing. We're just doing this for fun. So most people would never even touch these tests to begin with. This is for fun. That's why it doesn't have the word test in the caption, because it's just for fun. But when your product is tested, you can do stuff like this in live streams because, again, you know your product. Yeah, it's pretty not good at all. All right, let me see. Yeah, we hit the 24 mark, so we're good. All right, next demonstration, I'm going to be on my Optima projector at, I think I paid $37, the cheapest projector I literally have in my collection that I paid for. 37 bucks. That's it. All right, gotta go. God bless. All right, let me get this.